Hi, welcome back to another Meals of the Week, the first for 2020, and you will probably see by the dinners this week that at the start I'm kind of just gently easing myself back into the swing of things after the whole Christmas and New Year's, and so there's some nice quick convenience options if you need to get dinner on the table super quick after school or after your work, and then towards the end it's a bit more cooking from scratch and back to normal. So hope you enjoy that mixture. Let's get into the video and see what we had for dinner this week. So after Boxing Day we still had some cold cuts of meat left over, so we made a range of different dishes. So we had some creamy carbonara using up the mustard honey ham, and of course using up the stuffing. And we didn't have turkey this year, but of course we had Christmas sandwiches, but we were well and truly done by that stage, and the kids requested their first dinner of just simple chicken fajitas. So in the griddle pan I've got my chicken, sliced onions and peppers, and I'm using this mild and smoky barbecue powder from Sainsbury's. I don't tend to buy the kits, I usually just put my own flavourings in, but this is a really nice one, and it's good if you don't want too much heat in your fajitas for the children as well. The next evening we had some beef fillet Wellingtons from Lidl. I have had these before. They're good value for £8 for a set of 2, and they come with this really nice port jus. And on the side there I've got some chili potatoes and cabbage, and these are actually by Mash Direct, which is locally on my doorstep, and they're super convenient as well. Then the next day, this is a dish that the kids love making themselves, and it's pizza pasta. You've probably seen me do it in these videos before, so I will find it and link it down below, but it's so easy, and like it said, it is pizza pasta. So that is my pizza sauce that I normally make for my pizzas, and here I've got cooked pasta with sliced up salami and pepperami. I'm adding the sauce to the dish with the pasta because I want to keep half of this sauce and freeze it so I have it for pizza toppings. And then this is great to get the kids involved, giving it a really good mix through. It is very simple, and it is even quite nice cold. I've topped it with sliced mozzarella and salami. This will go in the oven just until it melts and bubbles away. We did top it with a little extra cheddar as well, and you can have it with a little bit of garlic bread or even some side salad as well. So if you've seen this week's grocery haul, you'll know I picked up some tomatoes. Each of them were reduced down to 20p and needed used by the next day. So I thought I would go to my usual roasted tomato soup. So in a tray here I've just got lots of oregano, thyme, onions, garlic, bay leaves, a little bit of olive oil, and like it says, it will go in the oven and roast away. You want it quite burnt, that will give you a deeper flavour, and that will go on the hob. I've added some chicken stock to it. You want to give it another few minutes there on the hob, and then take your stick blender to blend it all down. Put it through a sieve if you still have any lumps, and this is lovely and creamy. It would be lovely with a bit of double cream, but it is the new year and we're trying to be a little bit more healthy. The kids did have a bowl, but we also had these left over, and we're keeping these in the freezer for lunches, and they can go straight in the microwave and will just be really convenient. Now this is School of Wok stir fry kit in the black bean, and I got some sliced mushrooms, stir fry, and stir fried beef here as well. So it's all going in the wok. We decided on having some egg noodles with it, and I do love black bean. I've got my own recipe, I'll leave it down below, but this kit was quite good, and I did end up adding a little extra honey and soy sauce as well. This one is a meat-free dinner, and it's one the kids requested. I think we had it on Meals of the Week number 38 again, so you can check it out, but we didn't have as much time to make them as oven enchiladas, but the mix is the same with courgettes, beans, and loads of good veg in there with the enchilada sauce. I've got some grated cheese and more of the enchilada sauce. So with the whole grain wraps, they can just make their own burrito or tortilla wrap and work away with them. I got more reduced items. The supermarkets are on fire with them at the minute, so I'm using up those leeks, some creme fraiche, mustard, Dijon, and whole grain, some stock, mushrooms, pastry, bay leaves, and I've roasted a chicken. I'm going to make a simple creamy leek mushroom and chicken pulled pie. So I'm just sweating down the veg in some butter, and I've seasoned it, and then with the shredded chicken, I used about 3/4 of the chicken meat. I've dusted it with some flour and also seasoned it, And then I've also added 2 stock cubes, Dijon mustard and whole grain. I do end up topping up a bit more of the mustard later on when I taste it. And I've added the creme fraiche in as well. It is a lovely filling, but you do need to let it settle on the hob until it thickens. And this is a great one to freeze and also works well as a nice chicken vol au vent filling as well. But I've just topped it with puff pastry. It's got the egg wash on there, and obviously I've pricked it to let out the steam. It goes in the oven for about 30 minutes until it comes out really nice and golden brown and crispy. And so we're having it with plain potatoes and also just some carrots. And it was really tasty. It's a great way to use up those leeks. I always think about reduced food, it would be going in the bin anyway, and it's well within the date, so we may as well use it up and save some money. So the next day, the final meal is a sausage tray bake. I've got my beef sausages from the butcher's and all of my root veg, so carrots, parsnips, beetroot, potatoes, red onion, and I'm going to top it with olive oil and use some pesto for flavour as well. So I'm using my trusty tray baked tin here. I do like to parboil my carrots and parsnips first because I do tend to find that they take longer to cook. So I've added a good little drizzle of olive oil, some of the thyme and also salt and pepper, giving it a really good toss around. It goes in for half an hour in the oven. Then when it comes out, I like to make sure all those crispy edges on the corners are released, and then I add in the sausages. Then with the pesto, I've got about 3 tablespoons there and add a little bit of water. It just drizzles a lot better. I'm putting about half of that mixture into the tray bake, and then again I want to toss it around, making sure everything gets coated. It goes back in the oven until everything is cooked. You want some of the veg nice and crunchy, making sure it's soft in the centre, and then I plate up. It is very filling, so you don't need a great deal. And then I do like the pesto, and it gives that nice punch to it, so I add a little bit on the top as well. Hopefully you enjoyed the meals of the week. Like I said, they're a little bit more straightforward this week. Give it a thumbs up if you did, comment down below and let me know if you're on a health kick for 2020. Thank you very much for watching.